Loneliness, ESS, a universal human emotion, transcends cultural and geographic boundaries, affecting each of us at some point in our lives. This outburst can be triggered by various circumstances: eating alone in a busy restaurant, moving to a foreign city, or feeling left out by the crowd. Despite our modern connectivity, loneliness has paradoxically intensified in recent years, casting a pervasive shadow over millions around the world. In this age of unprecedented digital connectivity, many find themselves navigating a landscape where virtual connections often fail to soothe the deep pangs of loneliness, leaving people feeling adrift and isolated. This phenomenon highlights a deeper social change between the apparent proximity made possible by technology and the constant need for real human connection. The prevalence of loneliness underlines its complexity. It is not simply a lack of companionship, but a deep sense of isolation from others, and even from oneself. As individuals struggle to reconcile their inner world with external expectations, loneliness emerges not only as an emotional condition but also as a pervasive social problem affecting mental health, well-being, and community cohesion worldwide. Loneliness is not the same as being alone. Some people enjoy solitude and find it peaceful, while others feel miserable even in crowds. Loneliness is subjective and personal and does not depend on social skills. Anyone can feel lonely, no matter how popular or nice they are. However, loneliness is not a new phenomenon, but aggravated by several factors such as the post-pandemic situation, the rise of social media, and the lack of face-to-face communication. Among other things, these factors have contributed to the growing feeling of exclusion and alienation of many individuals. Coping with these feelings can be difficult if we don't have the resources to deal with them. Fortunately, there are ways to overcome loneliness and find inner peace. Let's examine them now. Before diving into the philosophy, it's important to mention that if you're feeling lonely, you probably need to find good people to hang out with, people who are kind, respectful, helpful, and share your interests and values. We know that finding these people can be more difficult for some than others, and our personalities play a role. But the best way to deal with deep loneliness is to find your tribe. Not just anyone, but the people who make you feel and hear you. The second best thing you can do is learn to be comfortable. Learning to be alone varies from person to person. Loneliness is a common feeling that affects everyone at some point in their life, regardless of background, position, or situation. It's not just a lack of company, but a feeling of detachment from yourself and others, often for no apparent reason. It can make us feel isolated, alien, and out of place, even with people and activities around us. It can creep into our thoughts and fill us with a sense of emptiness that is difficult to fill with people or things. This is what we explore in this video: how to survive loneliness and find peace in your company. We don't feel alone. Whether you're a manager in a corner office or a janitor in a hallway, a famous movie star or a die-hard fan, an elderly widow or an outcast teenager, you've probably experienced loneliness at some point in your life. Maybe you felt like an outsider observing a world where everyone else seemed to belong, but you felt out of sync and out of touch. Maybe you felt the pain of loneliness between the conversations and the laughter. But there is a way to deal with loneliness that doesn't mean running away from it or ignoring it. There is a philosophy that helps us better understand and manage this difficult feeling: Stoicism. Stoicism is an ancient Greek school of thought that teaches us to live wisely and virtuously in any situation. Stoicism does not offer a magic cure for loneliness, but it does offer tools to help us deal with it, reduce it, or even use it as an opportunity for self-improvement. In this video, we explore the Stoic approach to solitude through the wisdom of ancient Stoic philosophers such as Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca. We learn to apply their teachings to our daily experiences and to fortify our minds against the negative effects of loneliness. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video to see more content like this. We begin our journey to Stoicism and solitude. Human experience is shared. Despite the fact that loneliness can make us feel isolated, it is paradoxical that loneliness can bring us together. But we all know what it's like to be lonely. This shared understanding can form a thread of empathy that binds people together. What can we do with this in mind? The Stoics believe that wisdom is one of the main virtues of a good life. Wisdom is a quality we can develop, and it has two parts. The first part of wisdom is the ability to see the world around you clearly. We must put aside our prejudices, judgments and prejudices, and see the world as it is, not as we would like it to be. According to Socrates, the essence of wisdom is a clear vision of truth. To achieve this, we must remove all obstacles that cloud our perception, such as prejudices and prejudices. The next step is to apply this knowledge to your daily life and make healthy and informed decisions based on the available facts and resources. This is how wisdom helps us deal with loneliness. It requires us to do some inner work on ourselves. In pursuit of this virtue, you must face the reality of who you are, what kind of person you are, and see if you are happy with that. Are you happy with yourself and enjoying your company? If you don't, you'll have trouble finding peace when you're alone. You cannot expect others to solve this problem for you. You have to look within yourself and find your own solutions. It is important to note that this is not self-criticism or punishment for your past. You should be honest with yourself, but also compassionate and understanding. At the end of the day, it's about self-improvement, not guilt, regret, or self-hatred. This self-analysis, I want to show you something important about how we talk to ourselves. If you are always harsh and critical of yourself, you will feel bad about who you are or who you were. You blame yourself for everything and feel guilt, regret, anger, sadness, or shame. You don't enjoy being alone with yourself. You are not a good friend to yourself. Who would you rather spend time with? Someone who insults, blames, yells, and hates you, or someone who supports, inspires, guides, and forgives you? You have to be that other person for yourself. The Stoics teach us how to live well by focusing on what we can control and accepting what we cannot. We can only control our thoughts and actions. We cannot control the behavior of other people. When it comes to loneliness, it means that we have certain responsibilities. If we feel alone because we don't like ourselves, we need to do something to change that. We must become the kind of people who feel good about themselves. If we feel lonely because we have trouble making friends, we need to become the kind of person others want us to be. This does not mean pretending to be someone else. It means a positive and helpful team member, a good friend and a good partner. Finding our tribe isn't just about matching. It's about finding a community where we truly belong, where our values align, our interests align, and our aspirations resonate with those around us. The wisdom of Epictetus applies. The choices we make in finding a partner should reflect our true self. By embracing our individuality and staying true to who we are, we pave the way for meaningful connections that enrich our lives. Moreover, navigating alone is not only about finding external connections, but also about increasing internal flexibility. It is an opportunity for introspection, self-discovery, and personal growth. When we embrace moments of solitude and silence, we create space for deeper thoughts, feelings, and aspirations. These moments of introspection can foster a deeper understanding of yourself, leading to greater self-acceptance and inner peace. In our journey to overcome loneliness, it is important to remember that you can seek support and guidance. Seeking professional help, joining support groups, or simply reaching out to trusted friends are ways to deal with these feelings. By acknowledging and dealing with our emotions with compassion and understanding, we empower ourselves to move forward with resilience and strength. Ultimately, loneliness can act as a catalyst for profound personal change. It causes us to explore new perspectives, build resilience, and cultivate empathy for ourselves and others. By accepting these challenges and opportunities, we not only increase our own well-being, but also contribute positively to the human experience of each other. As we continue to explore the complexities of loneliness and its effects, Remember that self-care and self-discovery are ongoing processes. Each step we take to understand and embrace our unique journey contributes to a more fulfilling and connected existence. Stay tuned for more insights and practical advice on how to face life's challenges with resilience and grace. Also, don't forget to watch my video on how silence can be a powerful tool for personal growth and inner peace. Subscribe to the channel and hit the like button to stay updated with additional content designed to enrich your journey to self-discovery and wellness. Thank you for joining me in exploring solitude and its transformative potential.